Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got something to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Yes, captains, you already saw the thumbnail. You see it there on screen. We're going to drop the two ECs and then give our conclusion. So we managed to save this one just in time. The Promellian Command Battlecruiser, as seen on Star Trek The Next Generation. It's about to be added to our Infinity Lockbox on PC. Find out more about this latest ship in our blog. Now, captains, in our recent video, we actually guessed with the help of other captains on what the ship was. From that teaser image, we definitely compared it to existing images of the ship, and well, there you go, and here it is. So we're going to go over to the blog here. So Command the Promellian Command Battlecruiser. So beginning alongside our next story update on June 3rd, so as of the release of this video, there's on PC, we'll have the chance to pilot the Promellian Command Battlecruiser. And this is kind of your standard video. I'm just going to leave this here, Captain, so you can look at it at your own time. But beginning alongside, of course, story update, you're going to have a chance to command the Promellian Command Battlecruiser. For my console caps, this is going to be arriving on the console bridge July 29. So that is when the next featured update, of course, is also going to go live on console. And I'm glad they're adding these dates there, because sometimes they haven't, or in the past they haven't. So this at least gives captains on console a heads up on when things are coming there or our way. So continue reading on, of course, for further details. And I'm glad this is back. I love this. Quick snapshot. Keep doing this, Deca. It looks absolutely great. Not the ship, but this whole thing here. But we'll go over these stats here. So we're going to read this blog here. So Promellian Command Battlecruiser, as noted by Captain Jean-Luc Picard, the GOAT, on the discovery of the Promellian Command Battlecruiser, even though it was an ancient by human standards. You'd expect the bridge layout of this era to be clumsy, awkward, but look at this. It's a model of simplicity, elegant, functional. They built this craft for generations and it worked. When this ship was built, humans on Earth were just perfecting the mechanical clock, still using steel crossbows in battle. A space-faring race from a different age, the Promellians' grasp of technology and science saw their culture reach far into space, with systems and weaponry that surprised historians when they researched their vessels. The Promellian Command Battlecruiser represents the pinnacle of their expertise and comes fitted with the type of equipment that shows the true power at hand in their long and devastating war with the Menthars. This starship features a Commander Engineering / Command Specialist seat and a Lieutenant Commander Tactical / Intelligence Specialist seat. So the ship details, of course, Tier 6, Hull Mod 1.35, Shield Mod 1.15, fore and aft weapons 5.3 layout, device slots 3, bridge officer stations is Commander Engineering Command, Lieutenant Commander Tactical / Intel, Lieutenant Commander Universal, Lieutenant Engineering, and an Ensign Universal. I love me my command ships, and I love Command Intel's specialist seats, but because of how the ship looks, captains, I'm not gonna lie, this is not a ship for me for now. I may change my mind down the road, but as of this video, it's a no bueno for me. Console layout 3 tac 5-eng 3 size, so you can load this up with isomegs. Definitely make it a cannon scatter volley build, because yes, it can equip dual cannons. Base turn rate 8.75, impulse mod 0.13, inertia 45, plus 10 weapon power, plus 5 shield and engine power. Has the inspiration ship mechanic and the cruiser command array. Interesting, strategic maneuvering, shield frequency modulation, and weapon system efficiency. They did not give it attract fire. That is unfortunate. This could have also been made a tank of some sorts. You can still kind of make it, but that attract fire also really does help. But wow, okay, well, That's a missed opportunity in my opinion. Console Universal is the Gamma Burst, which of course we'll go over below. The Starship Mastery Package is that of a battlecruiser, so plus physical and kinetic damage resistance, plus critical severity, plus energy damage resistance, plus maximum HP. And the Starship trait is Gravitic Inversion. Admiralty stats: 57 Eng, 28 Psi, 41 TAC. Special is plus 20 Eng and TAC when alone. And here's the console, Universal Gamma Burst. The Promellians prided themselves on the toughness of their ships, and this console represents the first of its kind to taunt targets directly onto you and then blast out a deadly gamma burst of radiation. And the tooltip is taunts target and 9 nearby foes with a 5-click radius for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, a area of effect gamma radiation burst in a 5-click sphere. So to self for 20 seconds, plus 20 hull regen, plus 1200 all damage resistance rating. So it sounds like a console you can use for tanking, but then why not give it the attract fire? Missed opportunity. I'll stand on that hill. The Starship trait, Gravitic Inversion. With their expertise in gravity, the Promellians managed to create a device which generated gravitic inversions at 3 points around the ship. This trait is triggered by the use of a foe targeting, bridge officer, engineering, or command ability. Tooltip: creates 3 gravitic inversions at certain points on your ship for 15 seconds. Draws up to 5 enemies to the epicenter of each inversion. Does a radiation damage, 80% reduction to turn and flight speed, 45-second cool down. That doesn't sound really enticing if I'm being honest. But so there you go. That is the Promellian ship there. Doesn't really tickle my aft, to be honest with you. It's great that we're getting the ship, just to add to those who wanted this ship. To me, it doesn't scream Star Trek. And there was a comment I read somewhere that this, or not sure if it's actual fact or their thoughts, that this ship was really meant to be more like a Star Wars type ship. And yeah, I can see that, because to me, this doesn't even match anything that we've seen there in Star Trek Online. I mean, it does, because it has a wing design, but it's not for me, if you can tell, captains. But if this is for you, well, this is going to be available today when the update is done. Now, of course, if this is a ship you want and you don't have the resources, well, next year, 2026, you can get this ship for your event campaign. So any ship, of course, released this year, you can get, especially if it's a promo ship, in the event campaign price of 2026. So that's going to be the video. I can't even recommend it as a ship in itself, because I don't even like it personally, but that's just me being honest. So do us a favor, hit the like button, comment below, let us know if you like the ship, if you're going to be getting the ship. I'd be interested to know your thoughts as well. And of course, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the YouTube Bridge, and we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.